Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your weekly reading, and we are taking a look at what is going on for you guys for the 24th of September to the 1st of October. I cannot get over how quickly this year has gone. It has just been absolutely insane. Right, so we are going to take a look at what is going on in your situation, why it's happening, your blind spot, what is working for you, and how it's likely gonna play out as well. So if you just give me a minute. I can't multitask. I'm really bad at multitasking. Right, the bell. This one says the end of hardships. Fantastic. So what a beautiful week this is going to be. Good marriage, celebration, happiness, good news, alertness, victory over someone, and joy. Wow. Okay. You're reading more recently, Scorpio. I think it was this Sunday just past. It had the title of Hold Fast because they're about to fold. It was something like that. They're about to fold. And the context of that reading, if you've not seen it yet, definitely go ahead and watch it after this one, because it is connected, right? They are about to fold. And the whole premise of that reading was someone is trying to overpower you in some capacity, right? They're about to fold. They're about to quit. They have to admit defeat. Okay, that was the entire premise of that particular reading. And then your first card out for this reading is victory over someone. It is connected. It is absolutely connected. This week, Scorpio, you can expect to receive an alert, an important message. It feels urgent message, okay? From an external source that this particular individual who has been giving you a hard time is now admitting defeat in some capacity. If this is going on within a workplace, then they've walked, right? They quit. They've walked out. If this is going on within a private life situation, then they're admitting, okay, Scorpio, yeah, I fucked up. I was wrong. Okay, so this important message, this important alert is going to be coming from the individual who is trying to overpower you, if that's going on in your private life. Okay, the message is coming from them directly. I fucked up. I admit it. Hands up. Hands up. Scorpio, you were right. I was wrong. Okay, so whatever you decide to do with that information, either now or when this message comes in, it's completely up to you, okay? Tarot's not here to tell you guys what to do. It's a temperature check. It's not set in stone. It's just a temperature check. Energy at the bottom of the deck, which is connected to the situation that's going on right now, is snow. Merriment, youthfulness, romance, hibernation, deep thoughts, purity, innocence, peace, tranquility, and fun. Now, the first thing that comes to mind with this one is when you walk out in the snow. And the first thing that you notice is how quiet everything is. I love it. I love going for a walk when all that snow is there, because it dampens the sound and it makes everything look super, super fresh and clean. And the sound, it's the sound that's the first thing that's noticeable, how everything is just silent. So Scorpio, this week, you're going to be able to enjoy the silence. Okay, after having a few weeks or a few months, for some of you guys, it could even have gone on for the past few years, where there was nothing but drama and chaos and, people stirring up shit and this and that and the next and then the next thing and then something else and, never-ending bullshit, right? This week, you guys are going to notice immediately the silence. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Because there's a chance then for you to get back to, having a bit of fun. An opportunity for you to indulge in the things that you enjoy doing instead of constantly having to look over your shoulder, wondering, when is the next thing going to happen? When is the next attack going to come in, right? None of that bullshit this week. The silence is noticeable. And is a good thing, and it comes off of the back of this important notification, this important announcement that is being made. Okay, the bell, like healing bells, right? I'm certain that you guys have heard of witches' bells that you hang up on your door, right? Wards off evil spirits. Because bells, they keep the bad energy away, right? High frequency bells. Wind chimes. Wind chimes do the same thing, right? That's why it was the tradition to hang wind chimes outside your front door. Same purpose as the witches' bells inside your door. It's all that bad spirits, bad negativity. It keeps it all at bay. Right? They're very healing, they're very protective of bells. So it speaks volumes, the fact that you've got this bell and then you've got this beautiful, peaceful silence that follows up immediately after. I really love that for you. Right, let's take a closer dive into this message. And then, of course, we'll look into why this is happening, your blind spot, but it's working for you, and how it's likely going to play out as well, okay? Right, can we have more information on this bell energy, please? For Scorpio. The end of hardships, I love that. Oh, nice, nice. The devil is coming out squiffy. So anything or anyone that was trying to... with this one being about bondage, okay? Anyone or anything that was keeping you stuck, that was keeping you in bondage, that was trying to lead you into a trap, you've evaded it and or you've escaped it. Take it as it resonates. The devil coming out squiffy, that's anything that was keeping you stuck, it's being released, okay? It's being released. The shackles, the metaphorical shackles are coming off. That's this energy. It or they have no power over you. Because ultimately, this is dominion as well. Someone or something was keeping you prisoner. It was trying and failing, because it's squiffy, to control you. I feel like someone is learning that all-important lesson that you cannot control, you cannot shackle a Scorpio. It cannot be done. Devil, off-center, beautiful. I absolutely love that, Scorpio. Whatever this is about for you, whatever this is that you have broken free from, or whoever this is that you've broken free from or escaped, congratulations. Honestly, congratulations. That this is good news. This devil energy, this negativity, whether this be a person or an addiction, it could literally be anything. You know, when all is said and done, you know what this is about, okay? For some of you guys, it's going to be about troubles with another person. For others of you guys, this is going to be troubles with your own addictions or obsessions, okay? Could literally be anything. You're free from it. You're breaking free from it this week. It has no more power over you. Why is this happening? Let's take a look. The Staff. Your dreams are being supported. Divine connection with the universe. Power, wisdom, purpose, and knowledge. This is why it's happening. It's happening because you're being supported. You have been getting supported throughout this process. Can you tell us more about this, Staff, for why this is happening for Scorpio, please? I'm feeling as well that you were wise to their tactics, or you were wise to what was up. Seven of Swords. Interesting. Trickery, deceit. You're overcoming because you didn't fall for the lies, the trickery, the bullshit. You saw straight through it. Can you tell us more for why this is happening for Scorpio, please? I'm sorry if you can hear that noise coming through the microphone. It's one of the neighbours. There's nothing I can do about it, okay? Four of Cups, yeah. You refuse to play. You refuse to play into the usual tricks of this negative energy. Be it a person or a habit, take it as it resonates. You knew exactly what's up. You're refusing to play. And because of that, combined with you being supported by the universe, you're overcoming. I'm going to take a step back. Can you tell us more about this devil energy, please? Tell us more about this devil energy. The End of Hardships. Yeah, strengthen the High Priestess with the Empress at the bottom of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major arcana for the situation. That's incredible. You held on to your integrity. You knew that you were doing the right thing. You knew that you were on the right track. You knew that you were right. You knew. You knew deep down exactly how this was going to play out, providing you operated with integrity. You didn't bend, you didn't buckle, you didn't falter. You saw the situation for exactly what it was, or you saw someone for exactly who they are. You saw the trap that was laid out before you. Fuck no, I'm not walking into that. What do you think, I'm stupid? You literally played these games before. You'll recognize that quote. I don't think I'm allowed to advertise it, but you literally played those games before. You've seen it time and time and time and time again. And that's exactly why you didn't fall for it. You're like, no, I'm not entertaining this Seven of Swords bullshit. I'm not going to entertain these lies, this slander, this maliciousness, whatever the context of that was or is. You didn't play ball. You didn't play ball. Quite rightly so. Can you tell us more about why this is happening? Thank you. Success and victory. Yeah, the Tower. You've seen it coming. Potential disaster. There's your past energy right there with the Six of Cups. Yeah. You recognised the pattern, didn't you? The pattern of lies, trickery, deceit. You recognised it. Some of you guys, and I've said it before in your readings, some of you guys are heavily, heavily protected. And I'm speaking spiritually. If that sounds too woo for you, so fucking be it. But that is your message. Whether you believe it or not, you are heavily, heavily spiritually protected and guarded. Massively so. Because I'll tell you what, had this have happened to you, Scorpio, a few years ago, you might well have walked straight into that trap. But it's happened at a stage in your life where you feel trust and faith in your own reality, in your own instincts, that you saw it coming. You dodged disaster because of your foresight. Absolutely beautiful. Can you tell us more, Scorpio, please? This is someone or something that tried to destroy you, Scorpio, and they failed. And that's the important notification that you're receiving this week. It's about their failure to bring you down. Chariot, another major arcana, with the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You didn't just dodge this, Scorpio. You're coming out of this, I'm hearing, looking like the hero. Now, I only wish I knew exactly what this was about, right? I'm gutted that I cannot get in-depth, detailed, on-the-nose specifics here, right? I'm not a psychic. I'm an intuitive. I can only see a certain level, right? I've never made out anything different. For whatever reason, you're coming out of this situation that you have dodged looking like some kind of fucking hero. Because you didn't break. You carried on. But it wasn't just a case of, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to plod through as best I can. It wasn't that. This is more, fuck you, I'm going to succeed no matter what is thrown at me. And that's exactly what this energy is conveying here. Because you demonstrated you got a backbone, you've got morals, ethics, standards, you have integrity. You can tell us more about this Chariot for Scorpio, please. Who's tried to take you out? It's either a Capricorn, a Cancerian, an Aries, another Scorpio, unlikely, a Leo, Pisces. That's who's tried to take you out and failed miserably. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Why is this happening? There's a message here about entitlement. I need to find out what that is. What's this message about entitlement for why this is happening? Someone felt entitled to your, it's to your future. Magician. Someone felt entitled to your future. I'm kind of getting like a destiny swap type thing here that's coming through. This failed, and has failed miserably. Okay. 4 of Pentacles reversed. That's like take from you until there was nothing left. But again, didn't work. Didn't work because it's reversed. You're too quick for them. You are far too quick for them. You are far too smart for them. Okay, what's in your blind spot? Olive branch. How interesting, Scorpio. An olive branch in your blind spot. So is this person now trying to change up tactics because there's an olive branch in your blind spot? It says forgiveness and moving forward, peace, agreements, justice, success, tight circle of family and friends, and love. Again, whatever you choose to do with this information, that's 100% your own free will right to decide whatever you're going to do with this olive branch, okay? You can accept it or you can stick it up their arse. None of my business, right? You get to choose what to do with this olive branch. Personally, if it was me, I know exactly what I would do. And it wouldn't be the first thing that I said. But then I've got work to do on myself, right? I'm not perfect. Not by a long shot. Right? Whatever you choose to do with this, completely up to you. You've got an olive branch that's coming in. So it might be wise for you to figure out emotionally what you would do with that before it comes in, so that you've had enough time to process everything, and then it will come through and you'll be like, right, I know exactly how I'm going to respond to this now because I've already had time to think it through. I've already had time to mull it over because I was expecting this, right? Either way, whatever you do with this olive branch is an opportunity for you to move forward now in peace and to enjoy some peace and quiet, because fuck me, you guys are needing it, right? There's an opportunity to do just that. Can you tell us more about this olive branch in Scorpio's blind spot, please? The deck's gone quiet now. Interesting. There's a bit of resentment attached to this energy, okay? Because it fell from the bottom of the deck instead of jumping that way, okay? Usually when it falls from the bottom of the deck, there's a tired, lethargic type energy attached to it. I'm getting resentment with that one, so we're not going to look at that right now. There you go, you had a jumping card. The Seven of Pentacles, and it's come out squiffy. That's a bad investment. Someone made a bad investment. Someone bet on a losing horse. Which tells me that if somebody connected to this situation that you've been going through had been picking sides and they had picked someone else over you, they bet on a losing horse, it was a bad investment. That's probably where your olive branch is coming in from, Scorpio. What's this one? The Four of Wands. With resentment attached to it. As an important milestone. Someone's missed out on important milestones. Someone's missed out on celebrating these important milestones with you because they placed their bets on a losing horse. They made a wrong decision. Well, they've got to reap what they've sown. That's also Seven of Pentacles. It's come out squiffy, which is bad seeds. Your olive branch is coming from the direction of a person who was planting metaphorical bad seeds, bet on a losing horse, and in the process missed out on so fucking much with you. They've missed out on so many celebrations, so many achievements. They've lost out. It's showing in your reading, Scorpio, because there's an acknowledgement here. Whoever's extending out this olive branch towards you is acknowledging exactly how much they have missed out on. Okay, what is working for you? I always laugh at this one. It is a bit of an in-joke between myself and a group of friends. Is it vase or is it vase? Right? It just makes me smile every time I see it. Pleasant encounters is what's working for you, Scorpio. Pure feelings, fulfillment in love, value in oneself, focus, determination, rebirth, and home. Yeah, home. Home is where the heart is, right? What's working for you? Pleasant encounters, good friends, good company, right? A small circle of people that you keep close. And I love how they've got sunflowers in there as well. Because when the sunflowers are growing, the sunflower heads will follow the direction of the sun. And on a cloudy day, they sunflower heads will turn and face each other. Which is a really, really sweet metaphor for that special person or those special people in your life that you can turn to in times of need, that are there for you, that are supportive of you. Okay. Can you tell us more about this energy for Scorpio, what is working for Scorpio, please? Nice. King of Pentacles. The energy of protection, abundance, long-term security. There could be financial security here for you, Scorpio. Again, take it as it resonates, okay? Because as I've already mentioned, this entire thing has been happening in different areas of different Scorpios' lives. Can you tell us more about this King of Pentacles? For what is working for Scorpio. I want to say that your focus and your determination has definitely worked well for you. Your protective nature also. Can you tell us more about this King of Pentacles? Interesting, the Three of Swords, and it's come out squiffy. What worked for you, Scorpio, was not getting drowned down in the emotions of what was going on. Even though the situation has been incredibly difficult, you might well have cried in private, right? It's no one's business. The fact is, you were determined to take this on from a very practical approach, rather than allowing yourself to get drowned out in the noise, in the emotions. You refuse to allow this toxicity, this negativity to pull you under. Beautiful. How is this likely going to play out for you? Yeah, the coin. I've already mentioned about financial security, haven't I? So if this was going on and it was threatening your ability to be a provider, then that threat is no longer active. So you're going to be able to continue to be a provider, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman doesn't make a difference. You stayed in that King of Pentacles type energy. Very stubborn with purpose, very rigid with purpose, very solid, stable, grounded, practical. You rolled up your sleeves and you were like, right, let's get this fucking job done. And how it plays out, the coin. Productivity, success, duality, spiritual peace, health, harmony, pay rise, promotion and recognition. It kind of feels like this entire episode, Scorpio, has been building you up for something else very significant. So, for example, if this has been going on within a workplace, a work situation, how this is going to play out is you're being recognized for how well you've handled everything that was thrown at you. Very likely, you're going to be offered some kind of promotion. So again, consider, what are you going to do with that offer now before it comes in, so that when it does come in, you've already given yourself time to think about it prior, and you're already going to know, okay, here's how I'm going to respond to this offer, right? Because when this comes in, I'm getting the sense that you're going to have to be decisive. Not necessarily give them an answer on the spot. You just need to be decisive. Can you tell us more? Thank you. That's squiffy. Yeah. The sun has come out squiffy. Which is really interesting, Scorpio. Because you didn't do this for attention. You didn't do this for any kind of validation. You didn't do this for recognition or attention or anything like that. You did it because it was the right thing to do. Can you tell us more about how this is likely going to play out for Scorpio, please? Interesting. The deck's gone quiet again. Are we allowed to see? Okay, I'll try. Oh, there we go. 8 of Wands and a 7 of Cups. That's why the deck had gone quiet. There's going to be an opportunity here, Scorpio, for you to expand in some capacity. And it's a difficult choice. And I'm getting caught up in that tower there. It might be a crystal, but it kind of looks like a tower to me. There is a step up here for someone. There is a promotion here for someone. And you don't know if you're going to take it. You don't know if you're wanting it. You don't know if you're wanting it. That's why the deck was quiet. It's a genuine offer. On one hand, it's a really exciting offer. On the other hand, it kind of fills you with dread a little bit. Maybe there's going to be more work involved. Maybe there's more responsibility involved. Definitely more finances involved. That's certain. Definitely. You don't know if you want it. And it could also be in relation to this olive branch over here. You don't know if you want it. Okay. Yeah, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Breakthrough energy. Cutting through the bullshit. It's right there. Truth prevails. Okay. Let's get you a healing message. My light's just gone out. Hold on. I've got a dodgy light. I've been meaning to replace it for a while. I've not gotten around to doing it yet. Can you have a healing message for Scorpio, please? Okay. Number 46, Root Girl, the Disowned Self. Interesting. Let's have a look. Okay, the disowned self, hidden beauty, the need for acceptance and love. Right. Root Girl sits shivering, unclean and naked at the base of the tree of self. She is unloved, unwanted and shunned for her deformities. She has no home, but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of this sacred tree. Who is she to you? Could this urchin be the one part of you that reintegrated can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? So it's a message about shadow work, basically. This is a part of you, the embodiment of a deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame. When you project envy onto others or any emotion or instinct that you've learnt to repress or deem unnatural, it's this homeless child's self crying for attention, acceptance and love. If you want to lash out, ignore it, push it aside, all the while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. But if you could only look into the Root Girl's eyes and see the beauty and the unmet need, which is your unmet needs, you would realize that this part of you asks for your compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe that you're not whole, that your expression of self is somehow either too much or too little. You may have even inherited this creature from your ancestors. However, it was this child's self came to be curled up at the roots of your sacred tree self. It is time to welcome her into your heart, and when you do, everything that you've been searching for becomes illuminated and your path lights up with renewed purpose. When you come to love Root Girl and claim her as your own, accepting her and your humanity, she is then transformed, just as you are. Then a whole manner of magic begins to arrive in abundant form. Look for the beauty. So that's literally shadow work about all of the parts of your own self that you've been repressing. Okay, it kind of feels like you put in pieces of yourself back together, right? That's what it feels like to me. And there's also a message there about like ancestral trauma as well, anything like that. I do feel strongly that a lot of our Scorpio collectives have already been doing the work on like breaking ancestral cycles, that sort of thing. Okay. And then certain situations have been playing out in real time that has been triggering those unhealed or unacknowledged parts of the self, right? Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, moon magic. What does this one want to say? I teach people how to treat me. Yeah. I teach people how to treat me. That's really interesting because these two, they do go together. They really do. That the shadow work card with the I teach people how to treat me. So there was the message of if this situation had happened to you a few years ago, then you might not have seen the trick or the trap for what it was. But you're a different person now. Okay, what else for Scorpio? Yeah, you're no longer just accepting any old nasty bullshit off people. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Yeah. Recognizing that the universe is an abundant place. There is plenty for everyone. This is you welcoming in the new abundant energies. Okay, let's take a look at your shitty deck. We'll try and uplift this energy a little bit, because I do believe that it's really important to leave the read on a bit of a high. Okay, it is so easy to talk big, but make sure that you can back up that shit, because shit talkers only talk shit, but hit makers make shit happen. Yeah. So your focus is on making shit happen. Not getting dragged down into, other people's problems, definitely. Right? Beautiful. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For a personal reading with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.